Hey there. I just came across two townships in Marquette County that are zone free. They do not have zoning according to the zoning list of Marquette County. So I went to Marquette County's website and I was looking at all these townships. And here's Ewing Township, no zoning required, and Turin is the other one, no zoning required. So I thought I would just take a look at realtor.com today and see if there's any properties for sale there. And I'm just going off the website. I have not called and verified, but if you're interested in no zoning, those are definitely two townships you should call just to make sure what that means if they have no zoning. Typically, zoning is rules and regulations around what you can and cannot do on your property. Some townships may tell you that you can have a camper there only so many days a year. You have to have a certain size house. You can have a campground or you cannot have a campground. You can have animals or not have animals, like all these little rules about what you can and cannot do on your property. So that's what the zoning is about. If you build anything, you still have to have, you still have to follow the Michigan building code. So that's something to know. So if you're interested in a no zoning property, then you definitely want to check out these two townships in Marquette County in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So when you go to Google Map, you can type in the township. So this is Ewing Township. It's here by the Gwynn State Forest area. It's like this little funny shape here between St. Nicholas and the state forest. And Turin Township is just to above and to the right of that. So the Helena McFarland area. So if you go to realtor.com, you can kind of hone in on this area. So there was the square and then kind of the weird shape down here. So if I go look at this one, it's 160,000 for 120 acres. Sometimes the township will show in the top, but this one just says Marquette County Rock. So if you go down into property details and usually in the show more other information, you can see the directions of where to get to the thing. And then here's the township. So this is the township that was listed as no zoning. And when you look at zoning here, it actually says none, which is great. So you have less rules to follow, right? So this is 120 acres for 160, so that would be a lot of fun. That's a lot of land. And it looks wooded. It looks like it's on a dirt road. Not sure accessibility. It's been listed for quite a while. So this is probably an off-grid scenario. But yeah, so that's definitely one in the no zoning area. And then let me see if I can find the other. So I think maybe this might be close. I know rock is not in there, but let's try this one for 40,000 for 40 acres, which is a great deal. So this one's been on the market for 8 days. It's getting a lot of interest with 30 saves this week. And property details, it says it's a recreational hunting with direct access to state land, so that's good. And when you go down here, you can see, yep, there, Ewing Township. So this one does say zoning recreational, but the zoning on here I've found is never really right. But definitely if you're interested in no zoning, I would contact the township and just make sure what that means. And as always, don't pay attention to the tax amount here. It is March, and we actually just received our new assessment for our property we bought last May. The previous owner was paying taxes on like $5,000 for one of the lots that we bought, and they have adjusted it to $20,000. So I'll be paying like 3 times more than what the previous person paid. There is an appeal process, and you can bring in appraisals and comparable sales and try and get it reduced, which we may be doing. I'm not sure yet, but more to come on that. If I do move forward, I'll let you know how it goes. But There's a Michigan website to estimate your taxes, and because we don't know what they're basing this off of. And the way Michigan works, they adjust the year after you buy something to the value of the property, and then it's actually half the value. So if you buy this for 40 and the value is actually 40, then you'll pay taxes on 20, and maybe this previous owner was only paying tax on 5, kind of like how our lot is how we bought. They're paying taxes on 5. I paid taxes on 5 last year, and for this, the payment that's due this year. But now for 2025, I have to pay on 20. So big difference. So while you're looking at this thinking, wow, $700 a year, it could be $2,100 a year. So just know that you have to research that before you get locked into a property. This one looks pretty nice. It's wooded. It almost looks like power lines. Yep, power lines there. It's on the road. So you could do a lot with that. Very good property. So yeah, that's what I had today. I just wanted to share that these two townships have no zoning, if that's what you're interested in, and happy searching.